Like it didn't play at first, and then I came back up to try and work, and I plugged it in, and it worked all of a sudden. So I don't know. There's a short right here.
I think it was this one. I just tapped it over and I heard it from the microphone.
Yeah, the microphone's down there, and it works tonight, so it's all good.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
So I was looking at a, what do you think about, like,
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get fired up. We are fired up. Both sides fired up for tonight's contest. It's going to be a great one here between the Western Christian Wolfpack visiting the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. These two met a little earlier in the year. Wolfpack taking that one 2-1 in a tournament. But tonight's the best of 5, so looking forward to a good game tonight here. The Wolfpack always brings a very good, well-coached team, and so it should be an exciting one here tonight. Sioux Falls Christian will start with the serve. Jasmine Vanderhaar, the junior. And we are underway. Chargers' first serve is good. The Wolfpack set that one. Good hit. Chargers now coming back. Brietta Timms just going to pass that one over. Wolfpack go to the middle. They've got several middles. That's going to be just in. That was number 11, Morgan Koyman, the freshman, middle hitter, 6'2", freshman. Hitting that sharp angle right there. Lines judge right on it. So now serving is Koyma, the sophomore. Breslin. Addie Barber will push that one over. The senior setter having to take on other roles as a hitter. And she plays all the way around pretty much. Addie Barber, the senior, getting that kill. So 1-1. Chloe Bosma, now the libero. She's going to get an ace. Pretty good group in attendance here tonight for a Tuesday night. Short week of school, just 3 days, and then teachers from both schools will be attending the Heartland Convention. So nice dig in the back row. It's just going to be a pass over and an opportunity for Sioux Falls Christian to come in system. She goes with a short set to Overman. That's blocked. So good defense right there. Draws it to 2-2. We got a substitution. In comes Bentley Bleak, the junior. And the service from Winterfield is good. Barber going to the outside. Timms, big swing. That is too long. So the Wolfpack. And Winterfield continuing to serve. She looks over to Coach Verbeek for the signal. Nice serve, and that's going to be an ace. Vanderhaar getting a hand on it, but it goes into the home crowd. It's a very low serve, nicely done. Winterfield service that time takes one hop into the student section of Sioux Falls Christian. And we've got a substitution as Barber goes back to serve. But Meredith Nelson comes into the front row for the Chargers. Good deep serve that time. Nice pass and a back set. That's a huge hit right here. Let's take a quick look at this. If I can cue this up correctly here. We'll do this again. Here's this little back set right here. You're going to see the wind-up Koyman and the big hit. And we're back live. Wolfpack serving 5-3. Barber sets Timms again, and that's going to be blocked. There's a Timms approach. The block at the net, nicely executed. Wolfpack opening a 3-point lead. And a little bit of miscommunication right there. The Chargers are unable to come up with that one. Autumn Wolfswinkel, the junior, serving for the Wolfpack. And there's a rotation issue going on. Coach Wassenaar trying to straighten that out. The whistle was blown. They get a point for that, so it's 8-3. That one's going to be hit a little too long. So side out Chargers. Let's see if the Chargers can get something going here. They are down by 4. Brietta Timms to the service line. Tim's serve is deep, so a few service errors here. Costly early on. We've got several subs coming in for the Wolfpack. We've got Addie Van Hall. We've got, I believe, Koyman coming back in. Morgan Koyman, the freshman. Actually, she just rotated out, I think, for the libero, who came back in. So serving is number 6, Shepin, the junior. Push to the outside this time. Mulder's hit is too long, so the Chargers with a little too much juice on the swings. 10-4. Good pass to Barber. She backsets this time to Meredith Nelson, and that's going to go off of Sydney Feenstra out of bounds. Overman rotating back now to serve for the first time tonight, 5-10. Looking to dig into this Wolfpack lead. It's a good serve right to the middle. That's going to creen off right in between the coaches and the scores table. And so the Chargers getting a much needed point there to draw it to within 4. Good little student section on hand here tonight, wearing mostly white and blue, mostly blue actually. Overhand hit. That's a nice pass to Barber. She's going to go outside to Mulder through the block and down. And here is Mulder's hit again. That falls. Point Chargers, 3-point game. Overman doing a nice job of serving. That one's, though, going to be deep. I spoke too quick. Remember to just keep my mouth shut next time. But Overman getting a few back. Now serving for the Wolfpack is Bentley Bleak Jr. That one hits the top of the tape and just rolls over. Just not even fair when that happens. I remember playing ping pong a lot of times, although you don't score a point when it hits the net, but it's not on the serve. Just reminds me of that. Good dig by Bosma. Just going to be a not able to get down. Again, maybe a little miscommunication there about who was going to take that. Rachel Dealman tried to take it at the last second. Wassenaar wants to talk it over as both teams go to the timeout here. I want to thank everybody for joining our broadcast tonight. And I'm going to take this quick timeout to say congratulations to the boys golf team. They will be going to the state tournament next Monday and Tuesday in Hartford. They qualified yesterday by taking second place in the Region 2A tournament. I want to give a shout out to Harper Schnabel, who won the tournament with an individual first place, going even par. So really good day for him. It was a really tough day for conditions. We had a 40-mile-an-hour gust winds, and it was interesting. The scores kind of reflecting that somewhat, but the Chargers come out in second place, and they will move on to the state tournament next week, right back at the same course on Monday and Tuesday. So out of the timeouts, here we go, 7-13. Chargers looking to figure out how to get this ball back. It all starts with a good pass and a nice quick set to Dealman, and she hits the corner right there. Rachel Dealman coming up with this one right here. Nicely done. Meredith Nelson serving. That was a nice quick serve right there. Was an overpass. Chargers going back to Dealman this time. Good defense. Wolfpack going to the outside. Overhand hit. That's going to be too wide. So coming out of that timeout, Chargers getting a couple of these points back. Still finding themselves down 4 here. They had it down to 3 just a minute ago. And then that happened this last time. Those long serves, service errors are kind of momentum killers. And the Chargers have had 2 or 3 of those here in the first set. So the libero, Sydney Feenstra now serving. Good pass. Barber's going to back set on a slide to Dealman. That hits the top of the tape and just rolls over. Again, one of those that doesn't seem fair. Just look at this ball roll across this net and fall on the Chargers side. Feenstra's serve off of Van Beek in the back corner. And we're going to go to another quick timeout. A quick shout out. We've got a few people in the house here tonight. I see Mr. Vanderpaul over there talking to Mr. Perry. Mr. Jerry Vanderpaul in the house. I see Mr. Bill Harmson making his way over to the SFC side. I see, let's see, who else do I spy? Wendy Papama, a name many listeners might be familiar with. We've got our basketball coach, Mr. DeYoung, in the house tonight. And here we go, out of the timeout. Charges go to the middle to Dieman, and she is blocked right here on the middle. As you see Rachel's approach, going right against two hitters. Excuse me, she is not blocked. That fell on the Wolfpack side, so Chargers getting that point right there. My bad there. Vanderhaar's serve is good. Set to the outside. That's going to be a tough angle. Almost takes the ref out on that one. I think her heart skipped a beat there. You got to take a minute to readjust the stand, as she may have pushed the stand a little off kilter. Glad everything is stable. Jasmine Vanderhaar now serving. Good serve by Vanderhaar. A back set. Just a nice controlled hit that time by Van Tall. Big hit, and Van Tall gets the block on the outside. Here it is again. Van Tall going up and getting that block, and it falls right in front of the Chargers there. So Wolfpack doing a good job defensively here, especially getting two blockers into position. Barber back sets, big hit by Dealman. Dealman this time, you're going to see they're coming right there in your screen. Big swing. And the senior gets that one to fall. Was that Overman? I may have had the wrong name there. I apologize. There's another service error. Bentley Bleak coming in back to that front row. And serving Scarlett Winterfield. That one looked like it was going long. The Chargers went ahead and took it. This will be passed over. Set to Koyman. Oh, and a nice pancake right there. And the Chargers get the point. Maybe that's the spark that they need. We got to show you this pancake by Chloe Bosma. Watch Bosma get down right there. Ball pops up. Great defensive effort. And Barber goes back in front of the student section. An overpass right there. That's going to be tipped out by the Wolfpack. Chargers pulled to within 4. That one's hit to the middle. A good pass, almost to the net. Whoa, that was a big hit right there. Let's first go with a wide view of that one right here. Big hit by Koyman, powerful, right down the middle, and we'll do a close-up view as well. Perfectly set. And we're back live now as Winterfield continues. Wolfswinkel is back to serve. Overman pushes that over. Then coming back the other way, big hit. A little too much on that one. Charger side out. Western's looking for a tip. Nobody called it. Coach Verbeek looking for somebody to call that tip, but there was nothing there. So we've got 15-19. Timms. Nice serve. That one had some movement on it. Outside, tough angle. That's going to go off the black of Overman. and tooled off the block. Western, the first team here to 20, 15-20. First set. Back to serve is Maggie Van Scheppen. That's a really hard serve right there. Nicely done. A nice back set to Meredith Nelson, and that's going to be tooled off the block the other way for the kill. Nice job by Meredith Nelson. So lots of back and forth here in this first set. Overman now will serve, and Dielman will come back into the front row along with Mulder and Nelson. That's a good serve. Nice dig and a back set there. Wolfpack pushes it to space. An opportunity here. Barbers will set the outside. Mulder will swing. And that's going to be tooled off the block for a point. 20-17 now. Chargers within 3. Chargers looking to see what they can do to keep this ball from getting set to the big hitters, and that one's going to be into the tape. I believe that's going to be the 5th service error of this set. Bentley Bleak to serve, up 4. That's a service error. So back-to-back service errors. We're still at a 3-point game as Olivia Tenaple comes in. Meredith Nelson will serve. Set across the windup. It looked like it was mostly off the tape, but Meredith Nelson was there along with, I believe, Rachel Dielman, and that's going to be blocked out of bounds. Bosma's pass. Barber sets the outside. That was hit into the net. Oh, a nice setter's dump, but Wolfpack was ready for it. Coming back the other way, that's going to be off the net. I believe that's going to be called 4 hits. That did not go over. Back into the game, Jasmine Vanderhaar will serve. Student section trying to help her out. Set to the middle. Koyman, big hit, but it'll block by Timms. A little overhand hit, that a little spin over. Gets over, and a nice play there by Winterfield to keep that in. Chargers, though, come back with finish off the point right here with this hit on the outside. So big hit by Timms on the outside right there, and Verbeek's going to call a quick timeout. As the Chargers, again, they've pulled it within 3 several times. They've not been able to get over that hump. Mostly, I would say, because of some timely service errors that cost the Chargers a little bit of momentum. But now they've got an opportunity right here to try to get this one close. They don't have any points to play with. All right, so here we go. Verbeek trying to ice the service of Brietta Timms, Jasmine Vanderhaar, rather. We'll see what happens here. That's a good serve deep. And this is going to be a free pass over, so the Chargers with an opportunity to come in system right here. Barber's going to set across Timms just with the tip. It's effective, and the Chargers pull within 2. Student section back up on their feet. They're like, come on, they need us. I always love it when they have a role to play. Trying to rally here in the first set. Jasmine Vanderhaar right back to the same position. They're going middle to Koyman. Off the block, but it's recovered. It's going to be actually hit over by Timms off the block of Western Christian. Here they come again. Cross court. Big hit, but that's into the net. And it's 23-22. Chargers getting just what they need. Jasmine Vanderhaar doing a great job of serving. My guess is she's going right back to number one, Sydney Feenstra, the libero in that corner. It's been effective, and she does. That's a great pass, a set across, and a hit into the net again. A hitting error by Scarlett Winterfield, and it's all tied at 23. And we've got a timeout, Western Christian. Sioux Falls Christian coming back now to tie this up. Western Christian taking a quick timeout. We'll be back here in just a second as the student section gets a little crazy over there. Pretty exciting in here. We'll be right back. All right, teams are ready to go here, and that is a service error. Verbeek gets just what she wants. Boy, Jasmine Vanderhaar had served some really great serves, trying to go back to that same position, and that one goes long. So we now have a set point, the first set point. Student section trying to throw the Wolfpack off just a little bit with their movement. That's a good serve. Barber's going to go outside. Timms winds up, blocked, still alive, and hit over somehow defensively. Sioux Falls Christian still alive. Coleman on the slide, and a big hit, and that is going to end it right here. First set, 25-23 after Sioux Falls Christian worked hard to get back in that. They tied it up, and this right here is the winning shot on that slide right there, and Western Christian comes out and leads 1-0. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go away. All right, as we get ready for the second set here, just want to let everybody know that we still had a JV stream going, and we had to end that one. We wanted to kick everybody over to the Varsity stream. So if you're watching this right now and you have a friend that texts you and say, hey, I don't know what happened, but our stream stopped, just tell them to go look for SFC Varsity Volleyball on YouTube, and they'll find it. Or Charger Nation SFC YouTube channel. So here we are at the beginning of the second set, and the Wolfpack will have the serve. They won the first set 25-23. And It's a fairly entertaining set. The Wolfpack got out to about a 6-point lead. The Chargers were able to get it down to 3 a few times and then finally tie it at 23. But they lost the set. And the Wolfpack now having the serve. Sioux Falls Christian, Dealman. She's going to get the kill for the first point of the second set. Hit partially blocked there by Overman. A set back to Overman. Nice save right there by the back row of Western. A set this time to Timms. That goes across for the kill. So here is the Brianna Timms getting a nice cross-court kill right there, keeping that one in. Chargers had a few long hits early on. Maybe it was just some of the jitters. That's going to be a kill by Koyman. She's going to be in the net, though, on that one. Take a look at this as she winds through. You can see her catch her finger right there on the net. So Wolfpack coming right back to the outside. Oh, a tough angle. It did not hit the – I don't know how that did not hit the antenna, but it didn't. And so – should be 3-2, I believe, or maybe that's, the Wolfpack have the serve again. Veslin Koima. Brietta Timms, big hit on the outside, nicely dug. A short set to Koima, and she puts it in the corner right here. Really nice set right there. That one's going to go off the rafters. Chloe Bosma. This is going to be a big hit to get it over. Not quite enough. And we have the famous Bill Harmson up here in the crow's nest with us. That one's going to be long. So this set all tied at 3, now 4-3. Going back and forth here. Barber, the senior, back to serve. Barber's serve floats. Was good. Pushed over and a block there. It was a block by, I believe, Overman. Let's take another look at that block right there. Nicely done. Her and Tim's teaming up. Back set. Koima pushes this deep. Barber's ready for it. Chloe Bosma sets the outside. Meredith Nelson goes for it. Unfortunately, I believe it was off of Meredith Nelson as it kind of came back at her. She had a nice hit right here. The block kind of comes and catches her arm right there. Hard to see that, but it was tipped off of a Charger, so the Wolfpack now serving. Just long. Jasmine Vanderhaar. Woo, that was a tough one to let go. It was very close. Camden Mulder now back in for the Chargers into the front row, along with Overman and Meredith Nelson. Brietta Timms goes deep. A little overpass, or a set. Now there's a good hit on the outside by Mulder. The sophomore getting up on the outside right here, putting that one down the line. The Chargers out with a 3-point lead here early in the second set. Brietta Timms continuing to do a nice job. That's going to be an ace. Chargers have certainly cleaned up their serves in the second set here, and they have a little bit of momentum coming in. Tim's going deep with that one. A set to the outside. A block by Nelson. Chargers keeping it alive right here. Barber's going to back set Nelson again. That's going to be a block by Koyman. And here is that hit and the block by Koyman. Morgan Koyman, the freshman, showing her length there. She has been all over in that front row. That middle hitter, she's tough. Barber on the outside. Camden Mulder, big hit. Camden Mulder getting some great action here on the outside as she goes down the line on that one. So the Chargers continue to roll here. Overman with the serve. Oh, that was a really smart play right there. Take a look at this. There was nobody in that back corner, and she recognized that. You don't have to hit it. We can just tap it into space, just push that ball over the Charger defense. I believe that was Maggie Van Schippen, the junior, number 6. And she is serving right now. Cross court. Wow, that had some heat on it. And Meredith Nelson just tried to get her hands up in front of her face. Van Schippen, the junior, going right back to that same spot. Barber going to the outside. Mulder pushes it over. An opportunity right here for the Wolfpack. Blocked. Dug out. Right back to that spot. Chargers, opportunity right here. Mulder just kind of taps that one overhand. To the middle. Big hit. Blocked by Dealman. And it's down. Let's take a look at this one right there. Let's do that one more time. Right. Wasn't quite sure if she actually blocked that or if it hit the net, but Chargers get the point nevertheless. Meredith Nelson serving. That one's go off of, that was Bentley Bleak getting that kill off of Rachel Dealman. Bleak back to serve. The 6-foot junior outside hitter. One thing the Wolfpack has done a nice job of is service tonight, it seems like. That was a good hit right there by Camden Mulder off of 2 Wolfpack team members there before going out of bounds into the student section. Chargers maintaining that 3-point lead midway through this second set, down 1-0. Jasmine Vanderhaar had some really nice serves at the end of the first set. We'll see if she can do that again. She served that, well, she's serving the libero, so she's been very accurate almost every time. That's going to be hit into the net by Rietsma. That is going to be long. Sydney Feenstra now, the libero. Libero to libero right there. A nice little short set and a tip over by Dealman. That's effective. So we're just kind of trading shots here as Sioux Falls Christian is still up by 4 points. And the senior Chloe Bosma back to serve. Little floater on that one. A little off pace. Big hit. Partially blocked by Overman, and the Chargers are not going to be able to come up with that one. So Koyman with another kill. And we're going to have a substitution. That's going to be Koyma. We've got a Koyma coming in. We've got 2 Koymans and a Koyma. Try not to get these confused here. Barber hunts that one down and just going to be passed over. On the slide, nicely blocked right there. And coming right back to that side, Timms with the tip. That one's bumped up. Cross-court hit. Again, smart play. Both teams. It's a good volley. Great job by Bosma to get underneath that one. And then Timms with a hit cross-court to finish it off. Some good volleyball here as both teams doing a nice job defensively getting their hands on these hits and just bumping it up so somebody can get underneath it, but nobody getting underneath that one. And the Chargers maintain a 4-point lead. Barber going in the middle. Overman. Again, fun to watch here. Both teams playing offense and the big hits, and then they got the defense. You just get the sense that the intensity just ratcheted up here in the second set. that set maybe a little inside where she wanted it, and Overman is all over that. I think she was looking for a set possibly just a little bit wider than that, but she came to the middle to hit that, but that's right where the two blockers were positioned. And the Chargers now leading by 5. Barber going cross court. Push to the outside. Big hit. Even off that tip, Bosma comes up with that one. That was Winterfield on the hit. Timms now coming back the other way. Timms finishing this one off on that outside. And Western Christian's going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in just a few seconds. It's 16-10 in favor of the Chargers. All right, we're back. And the Wolfpack's going to get that point right out of the timeout. Winterfield's going to be back to serve, the junior. Jasmine Vanderhaar getting under that one very nicely. Bosma putting it up for Timms. Coming back the other way. Again, both teams doing a great job here defensively and offensively. It's fun to watch. There's a slide that's going to be kept alive by the Wolfpack. Nobody's quitting, and a block by Meredith Nelson. Chargers seem to just, both teams are fighting right here. Chargers seem to just be coming out just on top of every point right now with blocks and hits, but I tell you, both teams dangerous. Wasson are trying to get the attention of the ref. They're asking for a replay. She wants to sub. Camden Mulder, well, she was working hard to get the attention of the down ref, and she did just before the serve was put into play. And so I don't know if there was something wrong with the lineup or the rotation, but they got it figured out. Chargers still leading by 6, and Timms now serving right down the line. Great serve. Reset to the outside. That's Bleak. That's blocked. Again, the block is just happening perfectly right now for the Chargers. Things falling their way, and it's 18-11. They seem to have figured some things out here in this second set. Let's see if they can finish this off with Timms going right back down the line, a little too wide. That floats. Let's see, in golf terms, that's a fade. A fade out of bounds. So the Chargers now with Wolfswinkel serving. Just pass this one over. Set to the outside. Partially blocked. Chargers working to get underneath that. Nice job. Bodies were flying. A back set on a slide to number 10. That's going to be tooled off the block. And here is the slide right there with Shea Rietzma coming up with that kill. Wolfswinkel, the junior. And that's going to be an ace. So just as we said, the Wolfpack, they're not going to give up. They're very dangerous. They've been serving well tonight, and it's 18-14 now. That one just going to be pushed over, not able to get any offense right here. But that has been their butter this game. Meredith Nelson, I don't know how many blocks she has, but that's, again, she's just in perfect position to shut down that line. The Chargers able to get the ball back here into service Overman. That's going to be hit long. No tip. And the Chargers reaching that magic number of 20-14. Back up to a 6-point lead. Trying to finish it out. I do not see Verbeek ready to take a timeout or anything. We'll see what happens as we play on. Overman's serve right to the middle. A back set. And that's going to be wide. So again, things just not quite clicking like they were in the first set for the Wolfpack. The Chargers seem to have found some energy, especially from the block. Man, I tell you, those blocks are just really great. The front row there. That goes up into the rafters, bounces around. Off a rafter again. I thought maybe for a second they were going to manage to get that over. And the Chargers really have cleaned up their service at the line this set, too. That's something that just kind of killed some momentum at the first set. Overman's great serve that time. That's a side spin on it. That's off the block, but dug out. A back set to Meredith Nelson, and she goes down the line. She is having a game. The Chargers all up in her face right there, giving her high fives, kind of pushing her around. Meredith Nelson has gone to another level in this game. Offensively right there, but probably more importantly on the block. And that's Bleek's going to be hit long. So the Chargers now up by 10 in this second set. What a different set this has been from the first set. The Chargers leading all the way. That's going to float long. So they just need 1 point here. They had 10 match points down to 9. And if they can dig out this serve by Maggie Van Scheppen, find something in system here and get their offense going. There's the pass. There's the set. Timms, just a modified hit. Set to the outside. Western Christian with a really nice hit right there. Take a look at that. Was number 3, Bentley Bleek. Catching Bosma off guard. She got a hand on it, but not much she could do with that one. Here's an opportunity outside, Camden Mulder, but that's going to be blocked. So, again, Wolfpack do not go away easily. 24-17, still match point. That's just going to be blocked back over the head of Mulder, and Wassenaar wants to take a quick timeout, talk about it. She wants to keep this momentum that the Chargers have had here in this second set. They definitely have had mostly all the momentum, but you really don't want the other team to recapture some of that right at the end of the set and continue on into the third. So this one isn't over yet. 24-17. Glad to see that Kim Van Hall could join us. There's a Van Hall playing tonight. There must be a relation somehow. I'm not sure exactly what. There's an ace. And I tell you, the Chargers back on their heels a little bit as the Wolfpack have scored 4 in a row to make this a little bit interesting here. Chargers need to find just 1 point. They go to the middle. Dealman puts it down, and she gets the deal done. And there it is. Here it's the last point. I apologize if something was on replay. I'm sure I'll get a text message. But there's the last point right there. We'll play it for you one more time in case you missed it. And the Chargers go on to roll 25-18 in the second set. We're tied at 1-1. We'll be right back. All right, we got 52 seconds, and thanks for those of you who maybe have just joined us in the second set as you were watching our huddle cam, and for some reason that did not end, and so we normally try to end that, push everybody over to our other camera system, but if you're just joining us, it's tied 1-1. Wolfpack taking the first set, 25-23. Chargers taking the second set, 25-18, and so we're all tied up. And this has been one good volleyball match, been a lot of fun. The momentum really shifted towards the Chargers in the second set, getting some really key blocks from Meredith Nelson and some really good offense. And then the Wolfpack, they're just really not an easy team to get that ball down on the floor. You have to be prepared for it to come right back at you. So we're going to start with the Chargers serving the third set here. And Jasmine Vanderhaar will start us off. We'll see if the Chargers can keep this momentum in this third set. That goes wide, right in front of the Wolfpack bench. To the outside, Brietta Timms tips that one over. All tied up at 1. Overman's hit is blocked by Koyman in the middle. So the Wolfpack getting some big blocks right here. Just early in the third set, just underway, and number 4, Scarlett Winterfield's going to serve. Back to serve will be Barber, the senior. The set over, it was a little bit of an overpass right there. Timms, boy, she wound up on that one. That ended up 20 feet past the end line. I don't know if she was trying to put some spin on that one or what, but not her normal hit. Wolfswinkel with that serve. A big hit and a block. Wolfpack come up with it. Bleak. Chargers trying to get it over, and that's going to fall. So both teams come out with a lot of energy. They are really swinging hard right here. And Bleak gets that one to fall. Serving is Wolfswinkel, the junior. Right down the line to Timms. Back to Timms, though. Cross court. Right over to Timms. Kind of an odd play, pushed over by Overman. Tip, covered by Barber. Nice set from the back row. Timms, boy, they kept that alive. So they didn't keep it alive. From here, it looked like it was on the Wolfpack side of the net, but it actually went around the antenna. So Chargers come right back. It's been back and forth. The bench is on its feet for the Chargers as Vanderhaar checks out. Student section's been on its feet for quite a while. Here's Timms serves that one. Nice serve. Back set. That's Bleak off of the block of the Chargers that falls deep in the corner. We've got a few substitutions coming back in for the Wolfpack. Addie Van Tall. Speaking of Van Tall, Coach of the Year. Secretary of the Year. Number 6 serves that one. That one's unable to be able to get to that one. Barber trying to go around the official. And the Wolfpack open up a little lead here. Uh-oh, we've got a score that is out. They have They're playing on here. We've got a score clock that just went out. Just have not stopped the point. We'll see what happens here. We'll get that reset. Oh, push deep to the back row. That was a great save right there. That was Scarlett Winterfield going back and saving that. I'm sorry I did not get the replay on that, but I was trying to see what's going to happen as the score clock is off. You are seeing a score of 6-3. However, I believe it is 7-3 as they're going to take a minute here to try and get that reset. We went off right at the beginning of that point, so both teams getting an unofficial timeout. Might be just what the Chargers needed right here, as the Wolfpack seems to have kind of had some of the momentum. All right, we got the score back up. It says 5-3. I don't think that's correct. I think they're going to work on getting the actual correct score here before we proceed. But things went blank there for just a second at the scores table. There we go. Now it's 7-3. That looks like it's correct. And we're going to proceed here with the Wolfpack serving. That's Maggie Van Scheppen right there. She serves that long, so the Chargers maybe getting a little bit of a break right there as the score clock went off and they kind of had a little bit of a timeout and a time to reset. We'll see what Overman can do. That serve is good. A back set. Bleak. Whoa, and that's blocked inbounds. Again, that was one of the things that just gave the Chargers the momentum last set. That block goes right over the head of Bleak, falling in the court. And so Overman now with a 2-point deficit trying to get the Chargers back into this one. Great serve and a back row hit that time. A chance for the opportunity here with a back set. Meredith Nelson, big swing. That's going to be pushed back over, and that was a really nice hit right there by, I think that was Bleak. She's going back to serve. Check this one out right here. She finds a seam, and right there gets the Wolfpack their 8th point. That's going to be an ace for Bleak. Bentley Bleak, the junior outside hitter, has been a force to reckon with here in this third set. Having the hit and then the ace. That's going to be off the top of the net. Another block, or maybe that was 4 hits. Couldn't quite tell, but Bleak continuing to serve here, and all of a sudden this is out to a 5-point lead. So again, every set's been different. This one, there's Camden Mulder with a great dig right there by the libero. And that's going to fall for a point from the Chargers, but this was a really good save right here. Right there by the libero, digging that one out. Chargers down by 4. Seems like whenever a team got a little bit of a lead, 3 or 4 points, they've gone on to win the set. So the Chargers got to fight their way back into this one. That's off the block. Great effort right there. Front row by, I think it was Camden Mulder with that dig. Awesome. On the outside, Mulder now with a big swing. That's going to hit the antenna, though. It goes in. Western Christian's looking, and then we've got a linesman that is calling it. And the refs are going to get together here. While they're doing that, look at this dig right here off the block. Boop. Great effort right there by Camden Mulder. It did hit the antenna. The question is, did it hit a person before it hit the antenna or the net? I'm not sure, but it did look to me like it did hit the antenna. Wassenaar's straightening it out. The lines official on this side of the floor did call it. They have gotten together and they have figured it out. It is out. And so Western Christian getting the point. Sydney Feenstra, the senior, back to serve. I think the officials did get that one correct. Feenstra serve, good. Barber going middle, Dealman right through the block. Dealman getting her kill. The senior rotating in now. Jasmine Vanderhaar will serve. Chargers need to close this gap. They cannot let the Wolfpack get out to a bigger lead. Vanderhaar serving the libero. And Koyman, big hit, but a nice block by Dealman and Timms. Another hit, another block. Quick pushover. Bosma gets it. Barber outside. Timms. And a block by Koyman. Oh, this is fun to watch. Fun to watch. A lot of defense and offense quickly, and that's going to be a nice block right there by the Wolfpack. Chargers trying to dig into that lead, but the Wolfpack have just been relentless in this set. Barber with a quick pushover, but that's going to be blocked. And Scarlett Winterfield being given some love by her teammates for that one. So just like the second set, the momentum seemed to kind of be all in favor of the Chargers. Right now it has been all Wolfpack. And Coach Wassenaar goes over and says, let's take a timeout and talk about it. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back. The Chargers coming out of that timeout, trying to stop the bleeding, and they do. It's 7-13 now, 8-13, and Chloe Bosma going back to serve. The Chargers have got to find a way to dig deep here and stay in this one. The third set, it's all tied at one apiece. And a big approach right there, just a controlled hit. Back to Tim. She's going to wind up. Oh, man, she hit that one hard. Tim's on the outside right there with a big hit. And the Chargers closing that gap now as Bosma continues to serve. She floats that one to the middle. A back set to Koyman. Tips that one over, covered. Barber dumps it. A big hit on the outside, but the ref is going to be on that, I thought already too. They're going to have to readjust that antenna as it's leaning a little bit to the outside. We'll see if they do anything about that. But that was definitely off the antenna. They don't fix it. Hopefully that doesn't come into play, but a big hit right there. Koyman back over. What a weird action on the ball right there. Tips wails on it, but just wide. Ten to 14. The Chargers managed to dig into the lead a little bit here, but they still got a lot of work to do with Scarlett and Winterfield now back to serve. Push to the outside. Whoa, a little too far over Timms. Big hit by number 3 right there, Bleak. That was just served up on a silver platter. There was one volleyball on the menu, and Bleak ordered it and slammed it away. Scarlett Winterfield now with the serve back over to Timms. Tips that one over, maybe a little bit of low on that set. Bleak covered, pushed over. They catch the Wolfpack off guard. It's going to be a point for the Chargers. Meredith Nelson comes back into the front row. She had a huge second set. See if the Chargers can get some of the magic right here. A little running serve by Barber. It was a great serve right there. Something I don't know if we've seen her do a lot yet tonight, but just kind of a little half running jump serve. And she's going to do it again right here. Great job. Wolfpack, they'll come back the other way, and that's going to be right over Barber's head. Here's that last play right there. Nobody there to cover in that corner. Wolfswinkel now serving. Tim's the big hit. That's too much. And a 5-point lead. Almost the exact opposite of the second set. Wolfpack seemed to have momentum right here as Wolfswinkel serves that to the middle. Barber goes up for the joust. So it was an overpass, and can't come up with that one. The Wolfpack puts that down. And Wassenaar takes another timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go away. All right, here we go. It's 18-12 in favor of the Wolfpack. Chargers trying to get something going here as Timms tries to push that one deep. Wolfpack come back in the middle. Pushed over by Overman. Now to the outside. And that's going to be put down by Reitzma. Reitzma, the senior middle hitter, gets that point. 7-point lead now in the third set. And it feels like Wolfswinkel's been serving for about a half hour, but that one's going to be an ace. And the Wolfpack are the first to that magic number of 20. Wolfswinkel has really done a nice job at the service line here as Barber sets Tim's big hit, and that's going to be down for the kill. So the Chargers finally getting this ball back here after the kill of Tim's. Let's see if they can get some momentum going here. That's 5 points away from closing out this set for Western Christian, and Sioux Falls Christian was in the opposite shoes here in the second set. Western kind of scored 4 points right in a row. See if the Chargers can come up with here a set to the outside. That's the senior Reitzma hitting that one long. So there's 1 point. A pass over and a big hit. That's going to find a lane, and that's going to fall on the Chargers side. So the kill by Bleak right there. We want to thank our Platinum, Gold, Silver members, Kim and Steve, watching tonight. There's a big hit by Overman in the middle. Great job by Overman right there. Nice set. Good offense right there. Overman will now serve. Speaking of our Platinum Gold members, the Koimas watching from home. We appreciate all of their assistance, especially when replay gets stuck. Overman continuing to serve as the Chargers try to dig into this lead. Bleak puts that one over on a very tough angle, off the arm of Meredith Nelson and into the home stands. And another happy fan. And Bentley Bleak going back to serve. I sure hope I'm not saying her name incorrectly. Pretty sure it's Bleak, but that's going to fall on the Chargers side. So a smart play right there. That one is really close, but out. The Chargers have to come up with an answer right here and do it quickly in this third set. Meredith Nelson back to serve. Good serve by Nelson. Wolfpack, though, are just going to try to pass that one over. It hits the net. That was a bullet. What a great serve that was, but nicely handled. It's going to be off the block and out of bounds. Point Western. And into the game comes the freshman, Koiman. Sydney Feenstra, the senior. Senior libero to senior libero. And that one's going to be passed over by Camden Mulder. A back set, number 12, a knee. We haven't seen a lot out of Addie Van Tull, the junior, but that was hit long. And so the Chargers going to sub in Vanderhaar. Set to the middle. Koiman puts that one down. That was a really nice offensive play right here. Just kind of a short set to the middle right. Boop. And 6-2, Koiman puts that down. Freshman saying thank you very much. And that will finish off our third set. We'll be back for the start of the fourth here in just a couple of minutes. Don't go away. All right, we are back for the start of the fourth set. And that's an ace for the Wolfpack as they continue to roll here in the fourth set. They are up 2-1. And Sydney Feenstra, the senior, serving. Addie Barber with a joust at the net. That's going to be won by number 4, Winterfield. So the Chargers need to watch it here as they are down 0-3. Coach Wassenaar is given the whistle. And you know Wassenaar means business when she gets out the whistle. Barber setting the outside. Timms nicely defended that time and dug out. On the other side, here we go. Great job by the Chargers. That one's going to be hit, though, into the net as Timms has a hitting error right there. And Wassenaar with the whistle again saying, come on, guys. Chargers with all of the momentum in the second set. It was kind of back and forth the first set. I would say the Wolfpack had the momentum in the third and seemed to have it in the fourth so far. Chargers trying to put a stop to that. Ooh, a tough angle right there, and they're not going to be able to get that one over. And Coach Wassenaar looks like she wants to take a timeout. She will call that timeout and say, team, get over here. Let's go. Let's talk about this. The Chargers a little bit out of sync so far in this fourth set. So a shout out to everybody who's watching. We appreciate it very much. Pretty decent crowd on hand. A nice student section. They have the last day of school tomorrow. Just a short week at the Heartland Convention. Both schools will be going to that on Thursday and Friday, and then Monday off as well. So a nice fall break here at the beginning of October. It's been beautiful outside. Not even very many leaves on the ground yet. So Feenstra serving the senior, libero to libero, coming to the middle, Dealman. Outside. Through the block, kept alive. Winterfield hits that one over. Barber kept alive, and that is going to be wide. So the Wolfpack are rolling here. Maybe I should say howling here, whatever. In the fourth set as Feenstra continues to serve. Outside to Timms, big hit, and that's tooled off the block. And finally the Chargers get that much needed point right here on the Timms kill, right in front of the scorer's bench. So the Chargers with a little bit of work to do to get back in this early in this fourth set as Bosma serves that one deep. Coming on the outside, Winterfield off of Overman. And the Wolfpack get it right back. Breslin Koima, the sophomore, serving. She comes in to serve for the Wolfpack here in the fourth set. An overpass and a joust at the net. The Chargers won the joust, but Wolfpack put it right back over. Timms loads up and just hammers this one right here. Maybe the energy that the Chargers need right now. Barber puts that one deep in the corner. An opportunity right here as they just got to pass that over. The Chargers have an opportunity to come in system, and they are blocked. However, still kept alive. Bosma falling back, two hands. Big hit, though, by Koima. She's just too tall in the middle. You cannot feed her too many times or she's going to get the best of that one, and that is finished off right there by the Wolfpack. Both teams kind of hammering at each other point blank right there and just Unable to get that one. The Chargers. That one goes into the rafters, but over cleanly. A back set here on the slide to Koyman. That is going to fall. So Koyman coming up big right here. So you can watch the end of that one right there. You'll see that slide down on the Chargers side. Into the middle, Overman trying to tip that one over. Koyman there to get a hand on it. Oh, a nice push deep to the corner. Look at this one right here. Smart play as that one is just pushed where nobody can get to it. Brietta Timms. Catches the top of the net. Oh, nice dig. Chargers keeping that one alive with some good defense. Back comes the offense. There's the defense again. And that is going to, we got to show you these two. First is this one right here. Look at this. Here comes the hit. And Barber just digs that one out. And then right here, after this hit, Barber just puts her hands up, boop, comes back over, and maybe just catches the Wolfpack a little bit off guard. So that's going to fall out of bounds, though. The Chargers getting some balls back right now. They seem to have stopped the bleeding, but they can't seem to get the momentum to get a series of points put back together. It's just kind of going back and forth. 10-4, good, buddy. Barber, difficult angle right there for Mulder. Oh, smart play. Bosma was all over. She knew it, but just couldn't dig underneath that one to get it up. Reitzma with a smart play right there. Both teams see the floor very well. When there's space, instead of hitting it, they seem to just be able to push it. Very effective. Mulder winds up. She's going to get that one to get to the both blocks. Back set this time, and that's going to be blocked by Mulder. Wolfpack come together. They're in that position where you give the Chargers too many points and they start to get some momentum. Things could get interesting. 5-point lead right now. That's a back set on a slide. It's going to be covered. Going across the other way. An opportunity right here for the Chargers. That was not hit hard. Mulder, though, just going to put some top spin on that one. Coming out of the middle, I'm not sure if there was a tip. They're looking for it, and the linesman did call the tip. Linesman right on it. It did look like there was a tip from here, too, just judging by the trajectory of the ball. Barber with a running set there. They're going to get the point off of that one. Not a set that you typically see as she runs. Look at this right here again. She's just running over and manages to put that ball to where Mulder can get it over for the point. Meredith Nelson with a nice serve. Back to Mulder. She's going to get that one tooled off the block. And the Chargers have cut the lead to 4. Meredith Nelson serving. She's just got a high point of impact, and it doesn't look like that ball. It just is odd when it comes off of her hand. She, like there, and she has a little jump serve. She's taller than you think, and then it just kind of goes down from the minute she starts hitting it. Opportunity right here. Across the Mulder. Big hit. There it is. The Chargers get another point right here from Camden Mulder. And they have cut it to 3. Verbeek not taking a timeout of that. She's letting her team kind of figure things out. And that one hits the top of the net. It's going to be an ace. That's just so unfair when it does that. But at this point, Verbeek says, okay, we're gonna call timeout here. It's now a 2-point game. You see that one catch the top of the net. And the Chargers have fought their way back into this in the middle of this fourth set here. It's getting interesting. Can sense a little bit of a momentum shift. We'll see what happens as we come back out of the timeout. All right, Meredith Nelson still serving. Done a nice job. That one's going to go deep. So she's changed it up a little bit. Big hit right there, and that's going to be off of the Chargers. Again, the down linesman calling the tip. And the Wolfpack get what they want out of that timeout as Bentley Bleak now back to serve. See if the Chargers can get it back here on a slide to Dealman. She had to adjust to it. Wolfpack dig that one out. They're going right back. That's going to be long. They're asking for a tip. I did not see one. And that's Winterfield's hit was just a little bit too hard, so the Chargers get that back. Keeping it here now to a 2-point game. We're going to see if Vanderhaar, she goes right to the corner. Back out to Winterfield. That's going to be hammered. Winterfield coming on that left side, going right down, get the point back. So back and forth. The Chargers got to find a way to dig out a few more points here. Barber goes Timms off the block. Right back to Koyman. Koyman finishes this one off right there. That's going to fall on the Chargers side. Freshman with a big kill, and now it's up to 4 points again. A really interesting serve right there. That was close, but the linesman was right on it, just wide in front of the Charger bench. Just an off-speed curveball, what you want to call that, but it was an interesting serve. Almost got the Chargers off guard there. Koyman, big hit, but blocked by Overman. So either you get a big hit and a nice kill, or you get a really nice block like that. It falls on the Wolfpack side, and we're back to 2 points. Mrs. Mulder getting very excited up here, I can tell. Very nervous. Tip covered. Bosma goes to the other side. Barber gets the kill. Maybe something we don't see very often, but a set to Barber, and she just goes for it right here. Goes off the block, and the Chargers are within one. Bosma going to Winterfield. Big hit. Winterfield has been very effective. This time she goes cross court on that angle. She finds a lane right there to put that one down. So it's a 2-point lead again. Chargers battling. They have come back. They were down at least, I think, 6 in this set. 6-0, as a matter of fact, at the very beginning, and now it is a close game. Trying to keep it close here as Barber goes to the middle. Overman's just going to put a little top spin on that. Winterfield with another big hit. She has been really effective on the outside. The junior. Barber going to the outside. Timms, big hit, but that is going to be wide. So a little too much on that, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead. Wassenaar wants to talk it over. We'll be back. We're deep into the fourth set here with a game on the line. Chargers need this set to continue. We'll be back in a minute. All right, the Wolfpack serve is good. Chargers coming right back here. Winterfield off the net. I think they're going to call that 4 hits. That did not go over. So the Chargers stop the bleeding right here and have a chance to serve with Barber, the senior, back to serve here. That one's just punched up. Koyman's going to push this deep. No problem for Vanderhaar. Outside Timms. Tips down on the Wolfpack side. Chargers back to within 2. The Chargers maybe having an answer to keep the ball away from Winterfield on the outside. She's been hurting them on the outside in this set right here. She comes again with a off-speed hit. Tim's going to pass that over. Right back to the middle now. Koyman's going to press it to space. Oh, that was a great effort right here by Bosma to dig this one out. And I tell you, you look at this, it's just, it looks like she was just going to slam that, but that was a really smart play. Bosma got underneath it, but just didn't bounce up high enough. Winterfield now to serve. That one floats deep, but the Chargers come up with it. Timms hits that one over with a bit of pace. Wow, that was a nice hit right there, but they're just going for it. Both teams right now just trying their best. In the net, off the net, under the net. Chargers can't come up with that one. So down by 4 again, and the Wolfpack has reached 20. And that one's going to be long. Winterfield with a service error. Allows the Chargers to come back within 3. Camden Moeller subs into the front row. This could be interesting if the Chargers can push this to a 5th set. This place is going to light up. That one's going to go to the outside to Bleak. Off the block. Set to the middle, Overman. Covered nicely. Right back to Bleak. Outside Camden Mulder sets up. Great dig right there. Keep it alive. Chargers coming with everything they got. Meredith Nelson on the outside. Another. And that's going to be wide, but check out this really good defense right here. Great dig right there. And then again, Meredith Nelson getting up for this one and just unable to come up with it. So the Chargers have not been able to get to 1 point. Could this be it? It's an opportunity to come in system right here. We've got the pass. We've got the set. We've got the spike down the line, and he calls it in. He calls it in. And we are to within 1 point. Meredith Nelson coming up huge right there, keeping that one right on the line. 19-20. Chargers can tie it up right here. And that's just long. Oh, a momentum killer right there. Was close. But right in front of the line judge. No question about that one. So we fight on. Autumn Wolfswinkel, the junior. Chargers come in. Set to the outside, Bleak. And that's going to fall on the Chargers side. So the lead again is 3. Wassenaar wants a quick. Oh, I thought she was going to call a timeout. She does have 1 timeout left. Wolfpack has 2. Back set this time. Meredith Nelson. Just a shade long. Set to the middle. That's going to be long. No tip that we can see. So we are at match point, 24-19 after the Chargers had come within 1. The Wolfpack now can put this away with 1 more point. And what an odd. That was a really odd point. We'll see if they did get it. I got to show you this this point right here, though. The Wolfpack are going to win it, but watch this quick thinking right here. That's a soccer play if I ever saw one. Once again, I just got to show this. You don't see that very often, but very legal. Barber puts that up, and the Chargers get it over, but the Wolfpack come back to finish it off 25-19 in 4 sets, 3-1. Thanks, everybody, for watching tonight. Appreciate it. We hope you have a great night. We'll see you back on Saturday when the Chargers take on the O'Gorman Knights in the middle of the afternoon there. I think it's a 4 o'clock start on Saturday, this Saturday. And hope everybody has a great night. We'll see you again soon.